How much do you trust the World Health Organization?
Zero.
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 So it's fair to say that you and Tedros are not on texting mode.
I think he tweeted yesterday, love, and I said, I tweeted me some CCP.
Do you think he is in bed with those guys?
Absolutely.
100%, meaning
100%. No doubt in my mind.
Why do you say that?
Well, because if he wasn't, why would he, knowing that there's human-to-human transmission, not call for a global pandemic warning prior to those 5 million people leaving Wuhan? He enabled it. So the Chinese Communist Party perpetrated it, and the WHO, who has the responsibility to warn the public, just like the CDC of Taiwan warned its public, except world means everybody. They have the responsibility to unflinchingly go to China, ask the hard questions. If they get the wrong answers, turn around and say, global pandemic, shut it down. And Tedros is there having news conferences saying, we should not stigmatize China and we should allow travel. You know, there's no problem here. Okay, meaning you guys keep your airports open and all these infected people are going to go to Europe, then they're going to go to New York, and we're going to have tens of thousands of people die. That's what Tedros did.
How did he get hired? How did he get the job, by the way?
It was pushed. He's backed by China. And so was the prior Director General of the WHO. So it's actually been under the influence of the Chinese Communist Party for quite some time.
Do you think Trump's making a right move saying they're going to defund him?
What person in his right mind would fund an organization that is under the influence of a totalitarian regime and absolutely incapable of doing this job? It doesn't make any sense that we send 400, let's take that 400 million and let's reform the CDC and tell them to learn some lessons from Taiwan and actually implement them here. So the next time this happens, by God, we're in a better place.
Who do you trust more, World Trade Organization or World Health Organization?
I would put them on I'd say I trust the WTO about a half millimeters, a hair length above the WHO.
You think guys like this, because sometimes you hear these stories, you think guys like this are getting paid on the side that no one knows about from China?
Yes.
Or you think Tedros is getting paid on the side and no one knows about?
There is some remuneration that's going on that we will probably never have insight into. No doubt in my mind.
Who does he report to? Who does Tedros report to in World Health Organization? Who holds them accountable?
That's a good question. I would assume that the Secretary General of the United Nations, but at the end of the day, all of these international institutions don't report to anybody. That's the whole point of the system. It's kind of we come together and agree on a set of rules that we're going to abide by. And that's what I've been trying to say is when you bring a totalitarian regime into that system that doesn't play by the rules, who then has the power to influence that system, instead of democratic principles, human rights, civil liberty, rule of law, self-determination, free trade, you get the opposite.